Hazard Management Cayman Islands is the organization responsible for preparing the Cayman Islands for disasters such as hurricanes. Dr. Julia Van Genderen of the Water Authority chairs the Utility Emergency Support Team, one of the committees under the HMCI umbrella. In this Friday Focus, Dr. Van Genderen tells us about her role, what plan the Water Authority has in place, and how important it is for its 18,000 customers and other residents to be prepared if a storm heads our way.
As Director of the Water Authority, I am Chair of the Utilities Emergency Support Team, which is part of the HMCI's Emergency Management organization. And as part of that, our responsibilities, we look after utilities such as water, electricity, and fuel. Those are the three utilities that are under the responsibility of this Utilities EST. In my capacity as chair of the Utilities EST, I work very closely with representatives from CUC, Cayman Water Company, and the fuel companies, as well as with Off-Right. The Water Authority has what we feel is a robust hurricane plan. We had quite an interesting experience after Ivan, and our plan calls for ensuring that we have enough storage capacity. All of our reservoirs have to be filled, and in fact, if we look back to Ivan, we have now 3 times the capacity for storage of water compared to what we had when Ivan hit us. And in terms of water production, we have an additional plant in the north side area which has the capacity of 9,000 cubic meters per day, which is quite significant. We ensure that our staff are fully trained. We look after our staff as well. If there's an event coming up, we will ensure that they have opportunities to take care of themselves and their family. We ensure that we have sufficient inventory over the hurricane season. That's very important for us because, as you know, getting things in afterwards could be quite difficult if we have a very bad storm. Well, some of the challenges are we have to always keep the message out there to ensure that our customers are aware of what they can do during the season to be prepared. And we try to do that by a lot of social media and advertising PSAs on our local radio station, Radio Cayman. Things that we had challenged with is, for instance, our customers have to ensure that they have a lock-off valve. They have to ensure that they also make their own storage, those types of things. And of course, we are challenged in the sense that we do have to shut down the system if an event is coming. The reason we have to do that is that we want to preserve our storage capacity, and we're not able to send our staff out when there's tropical storm winds. So for the inconvenience for a few hours or 24 hours, maybe up to 48 hours, we ask our customers to understand that the system may be shut down. But that's why we really encourage you to have some preparations in place and have water stored to take care of your basic needs. We also are expanding our facilities in Cayman Brac. So we have more production capacity in Cayman Brac. We have more water tanker trucks to be able to assist that island. As you know, Paloma caused quite a lot of destruction there in 2008. So those are some of the things that we have in place. And also, when Ivan hit us, one of the things that caused a lot of damage was flooding. And so we have reinforced our entrances. We have floodgates. We have plugs for our drains. We've tried to cover as many ways as possible to keep water out from our facilities, especially in Georgetown and at the wastewater treatment plant. In terms of preparedness, it should be constant on your mind throughout this hurricane season. You always ensure that you have enough food stuff available, water, the ability to have water stored for your family, your pets, your medication, etc. We can't stress that enough. Be prepared, make a plan. Each family should have a plan, and that plan should say what we will do if. So those are the types of things we encourage our customers to do, besides ensuring that They have their shut-off valve. If you leave your property to go into a shelter or anything, make sure you turn off that shut-off valve by the meter, because you don't want to have any issues with broken lines and high water bills. If you're leaving your home to go to a shelter, you just turn off that shut-off valve that you should have there by your meter, because that protects you. You know, even if we turn off the water, there's a point where we're going to start turning it back on after an event. And if you've gone to a shelter and there's damage at your house, or you left something on, then we may not be able to check every single meter box of our over 18,000 customers. You have a responsibility as a customer. Make sure that you shut that off. You don't want a high water bill.